It is a CH Saturday here on the ML Sports Platter. Yeah, you can see our faces right now. That's right. I've got not double trouble. I have triple trouble with CH Insurance and our guys, Joe Jr., John Sereno here with a CH Insurance, always in your corner every day, every way. I'm all geared up. We're going to talk claims to start. Gentlemen, welcome. It's a Cuse game day. We're going to throw the audio and the video out today for everybody. From here moving forward, depending on schedules, it'll be a little bit like this, but at the very least, they'll get the audio version. Guys, welcome to the program. How are you?
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Mike. Happy Saturday.
All right, let's start out. Claims. I don't know who wants to start first here, but this is some important stuff here as we wind down the first month of the new year.
Yeah, just out of respect, I'm going to have Junior. Go first.
Well, as Mike and I spoke this week, I wanted to talk about. We got through our resolutions, and thank you, Mike, for bringing those up for all our viewers and listeners. But near and dear to our heart are our clients, right? Whether business or personal. Unfortunately, they have claims. They have fender benders. They have water problems. Hopefully, no fires. But we want our viewers to know we help them. We advocate for them. Okay, so we're not the insurance company. We're the agents that really help them with the carrier. So we have two people internally. John's son, Johnny Jr., who's doing an awesome job leading the charge with claims, with Pat Leone, who's our senior director of claims management, risk management. They work together with our clients and really advocate for them, okay? Really 24/7. I don't care if it's a weekend, Sunday night, Monday night, we help anybody with a claim. And maybe you can shed some light.
It's not only like our clients' carriers that we advocate for, right? Because sometimes, what causes premiums to go up? That's reporting claims to your insurance carrier. If you're not at fault for an insurance claim, an accident, listen, we'll go after the other party's insurance company. We'll be the conduit between you and the other insurance company to get the claim reported, make sure you get a rental, make sure that the repair shop are doing the repairs on a timely basis. We'll keep you updated. So it's not only with our client's insurance carrier, but with the other party's insurance carrier.
Right. So for example, Mike, one quick example, we can turn it to you. So this past week, a client of mine where I insure a strip mall, right? A vehicle, a personal vehicle backed into the building. Okay. The police report comes out. On every police report, hopefully you've never been on a police report, Mike. But on a police report, it shows the carrier that she or he is insured with. In this case, let's just say it was Travelers. So it wasn't our fault. So as a helping assistant that we did, we took the claim and went to the Travelers, and John Sereno Jr. went at the Travelers to make sure our owner didn't have to pay the claim. So we advocated for our client, even though it wasn't their claim. So that's a classic example that we have many of those through the month.
It's like Josh Allen scrambling around. I know we're going to get to the Bills later. The offensive line's breaking down and QB1 just slings it off balance, off platform, first down on 3rd and long. I get it. You guys are great. And really, that is a big time thing. John and Joe, you guys always mention the access, I think, is always the big thing. I just think it starts with that, being able to be there for people and that 24/7, 365 is a huge deal. So we're recording this right a couple hours before. I mean, the team's probably getting up and ready and breakfast is already done and all the rest in the walkthrough and Reds gang. Coming off really a big road game at Pittsburgh. Somebody, a big Syracuse fan, unnamed, was texting me all game long and calling me while my kids are in bed and had to talk, an unnamed Syracuse fan who's absolutely out of his mind. But anyways, I will remind Syracuse fans that there's still a lot of basketball left to play. Every game, though, is big now because look at the calendar. It's late January. You still have to go on the road and win. I don't care if there are bad teams on the road in conference, ACC, Pac-12, whatever's left of it, Big 12, A-10, my Bonnies. It doesn't matter. You go on the road. every game is a tough game because you're on the road. That's the whole thing, right? So Syracuse gets that big win. Now they come home, they play Miami. They got 3 straight home games, and Joe Jr. is going to wake up every morning, at least in the short term, feeling pretty good because that Oregon game that I told you about is now a quad 1 win for the Orange. It's gotten into that category. So, gentlemen, how are we feeling? And John, please start first because we don't want to listen to Joe first after the whole shenanigans last night. How do you feel going into the noon tip? I like the Q's close today, rebounding key, limit the turnovers, and you got to get that group going from my aspect. The Taylors and the Bells and the Bennies, these guys are big. Knock down some shots, get their early lead, create that momentum, and win another one at home. They're undefeated at home.
Yeah, no, I think what you just said is on point. The thing that worries me a little bit is, Miami's got 4 guys that average over 14 points a game.
Yeah, a lot of.
I mean, so everybody's got. The reason I say that is not to impress, Miami. Okay, they got 4 guys that score over 14, but we need to be defensively. We need to be on our game, right? I mean, they've got scorers, so we got to play again 40 minutes of defense, not 35, because historically we've done well against Miami. We go out to a big lead, and then all of a sudden, by the end of the a couple minutes left, Miami's back in the game. They're down by a bucket, right? So we gotta get that lead right early, get on them, and stay in front of them the entire game.
Yeah, and then my take would be, look, we're home for the next 3 games, which is great. Great time. I think we're 3-3. These next 2 games, Miami and Florida State, they're a bunch of slashers, run and gun.
Yeah.
A plug for my college roommate. His son plays for Florida State. They're coming up Monday night. But let's start with Miami. It's going to be a great game, and I just want to make sure we start competitively. It'll be helter skelter, but Michael, at the time when we're up 8-10, I'd like to maybe reel it in a little, be a little more conservative, and be a little more patient. But in the end, this team is, as I said, grinds, hustles, plays great D, and more importantly, they're having fun. They are having fun.
Yeah, they really are. Joe Jr. and patience in the same sentence. What an amazing thing. By the way,
you don't see that very often.
I'm glad that you brought that up, though, because with the man-to-man and the zone still in the back pocket, right? Even though the man is the primary defense under Red, and the 2-3 was, the primary defense under Jim for, 700 years. The thing that's really good, though, is when you have those 2 defenses, and hey, why not add another one next year and just keep adding a la Rick Pitino? You can get those changes as you control the tempo of the game. As you get the lead, you can pull back. Oh, we did man, now we throw 2-3, and then it's deer and headlights kind of thing. And then that's why Pitino's so good, and that's why he's a bona fide, Hall of Famer and one of the greatest of all time. He had so many defenses to adapt, and that's why it was so hard for teams to try to wrestle control and tempo from his teams through the years, starting back, with Providence in the Big East. So I got the Cuse in a high-scoring game. You mentioned slashing and dashing, but Syracuse does that too. I'm going to go 85-81. Chris Bell goes for 20+ today. And I got Judah with less than 5 turnovers, and I'm going to take the Syracuse Orange in a nail-biter at the Dome. I think it'll be a good one. Joe, I'm told we're closing with a gear change by you. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I think you're going to, go to the Bills a little bit?
Yeah, we'll go.
Go ahead.
Oh. All right. I didn't bring my Bill stuff. I'm going to stick with the Q's.
That's all right. That's all right, John. We'll forgive you. Look, this is what they've been waiting for. They've been waiting a few years to play Kansas City at home. The injuries on defense have piled up like crazy, but it does seem like, Terrell Bernard and Taron Johnson, I never thought I'd say this. There's a real chance that they're both going to go. The Bills are missing Balen Spector. They're missing a lot of guys, obviously. Sam Martin, the punter, is going to be out. But you look at this, and this is the opportunity that you want. You look at all the healthy guys on offense. You still have Allen, you have Diggs, you have a full O-line. You've got, safeties who have been there before. Russo. I mean, there's a lot of healthy, really great players at Oliver. Every game with these guys, regular season, postseason, it comes down to that one play. And I don't know if it's going to be an offside thing, even though the Bills stopped him 3 times after this year. Red zone offense, defense, special teams, a key turnover, a special teams play maybe that happens in the fourth quarter. If Josh Allen plays clean football and he handles the Spagnuolo blitz and the different packages, and Pacheco is kind of neutralized, and the Bills get that turnover on the short field, I think Buffalo wins this football game. I'm going to pick a little bit with my heart. I'm nervous about this game because it's Patrick Mahomes. I know he's never left Arrowhead, but who cares? This year, they're a better road team than home. But I'm taking Buffalo in this game, 26-23.
Johnny?
I agree that it's going to be a close game. It will definitely be a field goal game. I mean, it's not going to be a blowout either way. I just don't know if there's going to be that much scoring. I'm going 2017 Bills.
Okay.
Because of the weather. Yeah, Taylor Swift doesn't like cold weather.
Yeah, you're not going to see her in that Buffalo Bills
Swifties
cheerleading uniform. I tell you that.
Well, I'll tell you what. It doesn't. The cold weather though sometimes doesn't matter because if you've noticed the QB for the Bills, he's got that bazooka arm, so he can throw through the air.
And he can run.
Well, and that's going to be another big thing. I think this game too, and I left this out, and I know we're running over here, but another big thing to remember is there's so many guys who are so shifty and really good in space on both sides. Pacheco didn't play in this game earlier in the year for Kansas City. He's in the game this time around. You've got Pacheco on their side, Rice on their side. Kelsey obviously does his thing. And the Bills have got Hardy. I think they're going to scheme some plays for him. You got Shakir, you got James Cook, you've got QB1 on both sides who can get out of the pocket. Nobody's like Josh Allen, 6'5", 250. You would never see anything like it, him getting out of the pocket. And Mahomes is the best QB, not running it, but when he does get out of the pocket, extending to that sideline and, moving the ball out. He's so good at that. So I see a lot of guys in space and a lot of schemed up plays on both ends. I think it's going to be a whale of a game, and I'm hoping as a 39.
Well, I think, I got 23-16 Bills, and one more point. I think Coach Sean McDermott,
good job. Yeah,
is salivating for this moment, and I think it's going to be his time to get to the next level with this win, and it's home. So I feel good about it. So yeah, go Bills.
Absolutely. Thank you for saying Sean McDonough, though, because I got to text him to try to get him back.
There's your boy, Sean McDonough. But seriously, Mike, in closing, it's a great sports weekend with all NFL, SU sports. But last piece on insurance for the viewers and listeners, claims to us, I think of my dad, Joe Sr., is when we have to be available, and that's where our service shines, when something happens. So if you're a client, we want you to call us. For non-clients and you have issues out there, give us a call. We can kind of guide you through the process and work with you. So go Bills, go Qs.
Love it. CH Insurance, a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor, always in your corner every day, every way. Log on to chinsurance.cc, and this right here is Sean McDermott, okay, the head coach of the Bills.
Sean McDermott. I screwed up. I'm sorry.
All right. Joe Jr. Thanks, guys. All right, boys. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
That was good, Mikey.
Oh, that was funny.
Sean McDonough.
All right, guys. We'll see you.
All right. Put her out. We'll talk to you.
All right. Bye.